Welcome back to more Waxworks. We just got done talking to the bartender who's told me this guy over here was a pimp. Now we're looking for whores by the name of Molly Perkins or whatever. So that's why we're going to speak with the pimp. Good evening, my lord. If you're interested in a good time, either of these two lovely ladies can provide it at a very reasonable rate. Man, come on, I'm recording, cat. I wouldn't touch one of those hoes if you paid me. Please yourself. If you change your mind, though, you know where to come for the best value in town. Ah, I see you've reconsidered. If it's these girls that aren't to your liking, then I have the addresses of plenty more in my pocketbook. How much do they charge for the evening? For only £2, any one of me girls can be yours for a whole night. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't afford that. You got any freebies? We have nothing to talk about further. Well, I'll talk to the seedy guy here. Shifty McShift. What do you want? I want to do a little business. What sort of business? I need something acquired for me. I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't do that sort of shit anymore. Oh, come on, you can't fool me. Stop meddling in my affairs, mate, or there'll be trouble. Clear off. Wait, I'll pay you well for your services. I don't want no money. All I've got is a nice pocket watch to go in my collection. I already have most of the ones from the people in this area, but I could always do with another. Get me a nice one and I'll do your job for you. Here's a nice gold watch I stole out of a safe. This looks like a very nice one. What would you like me to do? I need you to steal an address book from that pimp. No problem. Wait here a moment. Easy pickings. There's a key here as well. Pleasure doing business with you. Farewell. You thumb through the well-worn pages looking for the address of Molly Parkin. Eventually, you find the entry in Parkin, Triacle Lane. So we can look at our map and find out that is down here to the southwest area of the city. And that's where we're going to want to head. So when you get to the more south area of the city, or southern part of the city, the popos lighten up because it gets a little bit seedier down here. They don't want to have anything to do with it. You use the key from the pimp's pocket to unlock the door. You've gone up a level. We are level 6. We will be able to beat the Ripper when we confront him. It's a letter to Molly from Mary Pym, saying she thinks she knows who Jack the Ripper is and has made an assignment with the man in Colston Street. Pretty sure that's all we needed out of here was the letter. So a little quick background on the game, and I don't have the box unpacked from when I packed it a long time ago. It's still nestled up there with Elvira and Elvira 2. But the game was made back in 1992. It was released for Amiga and DOS by Accolade and Horrorsoft. And the plot, the starter plot, is that many years ago, Ixona, a gypsy witch, stole a chicken from the player's ancestor, who chopped off her hand as punishment. In retaliation, Ixona placed a curse on the ancestor. Whenever twins were born into the family, one would grow up to be good and the other would become evil. At the present day, we learn that our twin brother Alex is going to suffer the curse. Boris, our uncle, has died and left us with the Waxworks, as well as a crystal ball through which we can communicate. We learn that we must rid the family of Ixona's curse and save Alex. We must use the Waxwork to travel through 4 different time periods: ancient Egypt, a zombie-infested cemetery, Victoria-era London, and a mine overrun with plant-like mutants. And we must defeat our evil twin, who takes shape of a various villain in all the different locations. This one, it happens to be Jack the Ripper. I'm literally just walking around trying to nab some extra experience. Because if we can get to level 7, it'll be even easier. Fuck you! Yeah, I was pretty pissed when I realized I was going to need to start the whole game over. And furthermore, I had to start the mine level and go in there and make sure that this one wasn't broken as well. I didn't know if it was because I was using a cracked version or what, but they sure as shit got me on that one. Push off, I have no time for strangers. Look, I told you to leave me alone. Let's see if we can piss these guys off enough. Doesn't look like it. The rough-looking men ignore you. This motherfucker is drunk. Can I get you anything, sir? Where do I go around here for some entertainment? What sort of entertainment would you be requiring? Oh, you know, a bit of karaoke. No, not really. I'm looking for a girl for the evening. You've come to the right place then, sir. I've got a few girls that will take your fancy, I've no doubt. I'm looking for a girl named Molly Parkin. I don't believe I have a girl by that name on my list, sir. Perhaps you better try somewhere else. Goodbye. Which we know he's lying. Sir, I've told you I know nothing about Molly Parkin. Will you please stop pestering me? Sorry, friend, but you're a poor liar. I is telling the truth, sir. I ain't ever heard of her. I think I have something you should read. The barman reads the diary and the letter. So the Ripper's next victim is Molly Parkin? What a terrible shame for the girl. I wish there was something we could do. I think I'll tell the police. No, I mean, why bother involving the police in something like this? Molly's just another stupid whore. No one will miss her. I think it's time you come clean, buddy. Okay, look. She is one of my girls. I'm very sorry about this, but the man she has an appointment with is one of my best clients. This evidence is very vague anyways. If I were you, I'd go about my business and forget I ever got involved. I think you better tell me where they're meeting. And ruin one of my most profitable business relationships? Not likely. Not fucking likely. If you can find some way to compensate my loss, then I may consider it. For example, I had a shipment of tea confiscated and put into storage. If you could bring me some back that I can serve my better off customers, then I'll help you. Alright, I'll get you tea. Take this crowbar to open the crates it's stored in. Farewell. And now I can show you where I got fucked on the first playthrough. So these guys right here. I'll go ahead and do an extra save for shits and gigs. If you walk up here and then you pass them, this guy steps out and you turn around and you're like, oh, fuck. Boom! You fall to the ground unconscious. Look what happens when you wake up. They take everything. So if that happens, you need to reload. Game over. You cannot complete the mission. I kept trying to play without the money, and it didn't work out good. Then I tried shooting them with a shotgun. There's a loud bang, but no shot is fired. The cartridges must have been blanks. And then the popo come and get you for shooting a shotgun in the dark, quiet streets of London. I know you. You're gonna fucking hang. So, what can we do to get past those guys? Took me a while to figure this one out. But we do have a police whistle, so let's blow it. That was a stupid thing to do. You're almost certain to have attracted the police or worse. So you need to blow the whistle and move quickly, meaning you don't even have time to read the text. And you need to back all the way up into the alley. You hear people running and muffled shouts in the distance. Once you see that, you can move back, and the police chased all the thugs away. There would also be thugs here normally. And now you'll have a permanent officer that stands there at that corner. So we can't go that way. But now we won't get jacked. Alright, let's find Homeboy's tea if we can. Use the key that came with the letter from the lawyer's office to unlock the door. Again, we're going to walk around here and try to get as many experience as we can. We use the crowbar to open this crate here, and we find China tea. We'll take a box of that for the tavern keeper. Here comes that mob. Let's run. I don't think there's any moving cops down here. We've tagged all this. I think we got most of this map explored. Did you find my fucking tea? Here's your fucking tea. Thank you. Although it's against my judgment, I will help you. I save on girls at any rate. This is the key to the end warehouse at Wapping Lane. Molly should already be there. She took the other key and was going to meet the man inside the warehouse. Come and tell me the result, if you're still alive. Farewell. Don't think we're going to hit 7. We might, though. Use the key that the barman gave you.
Who are you? You're not the police, are you?
You must be Molly Parkin.
Who told you my name, and how the hell did you get in here?
I have my methods.
You won't stop me from killing Jack the Ripper. I demand the satisfaction of watching him die.
I'm sorry, but Jack the Ripper is my brother.
Your brother? The monster is your brother?
Yes, and I have the right to punish him. With impunity.
Yes, you must be given a chance first, but if you fail, then I shall take his life from him. Good luck.
Alright, this is it. The final battle with Mr. Jack. The treacherous Molly slams the door, locks the door behind you. The first time I recorded this, oh my god, these animations were so slow, because again I had the frame rates way down. This is going to go so much faster. This battle literally went on for 5 minutes. And this is going way quicker. Much more satisfying LP in my opinion. It was just way too sluggish. Now this particular battle here for some reason takes forever. That's why I wanted to get to level 7 to see if I can make it go by quicker. But at this frame, and this frame rate I should say, this is gonna not last 3 minutes. I'm not sure if you just have to successfully swing a bunch of this guy. I have no idea what the mechanic is here, but if you're not level 6 by the time you get to this guy, he's probably gonna stomp you, even though he's unable to hit me at all. You saw those first 2 attacks were pretty easy to get in. Just keep attacking. The various places that you swing on the, or click on the screen will do different kinds of attacks. And eventually you'll slip one in there. Well done, sir. The master has most insisted that I make sure you do not delay your task. So if you delay too long, Big Igor fucker here comes and gives you a nice little nudge in the direction. The force of the shove pushes you backwards. So he's being shovey. I'm gonna go ahead and do the mine because I haven't finished it completely. The 7th evil brother in the Twins family was a dark priest of a chaotic cult that practiced Satanism and black magic. Whilst in prayer to his terrible master, the brother was given the recipe for a magical formula that enslaves humans to the evil one's will, whilst making them physically superior to other humans. Prolonged use of the formula began to tell on bodies of the evil one. Formula began to tell on the bodies of the evil one and his disciples, who gradually transformed into hideous mutants, becoming more and more plant-like with every dose. Eventually, they could no longer go unnoticed in the world of men, and they were forced to move their base of operations to a nearly abandoned mineworks near an unsuspecting small village. By this time, the body of the evil twin had become so deformed and bloated, he could no longer walk and was forced to reside in a rotting, stagnant pool where he was fed fresh victims by his followers. They took the innocents from the local community subtly so as not to arouse suspicion, and their activities went unnoticed for a long time. Gradually, a large number of people were force-fed the elixir and bent to the evil brother's will. Eventually, a safety inspector journeyed to the disused mine to file a report and brought about its destruction. The story of how this came about is undocumented, but the inspector turned out to be the twin brother of the Chaos Priest that originally started the cult. Enter the mines. Alright, so the nice thing about the mines is you're not constantly being sought out by somebody. However, there are plenty of enemies to slay here. Let's first talk to the injured man. Get a doctor, quickly! Yeah, right. How about I gank your lighter? And I gank your screwdriver. Thank you, sir.
We're going to use the screwdriver. In most of these scenarios, well, this one in the pyramids and the graveyard, I believe, you can equip different weapons. And you'll see your different weapons, I believe, if you click the axe. However, you cannot turn when you are fighting. So, that's your forced combat button, basically. But the most important thing you can pick up in this scenario is the chemical sprayer. You get a certain amount of uses out of it, and you're going to want to use it as much as you can. See ya! Melted that motherfucker! Now these guys will randomly spawn, but there's a host of other things you need to use the spray on, like these mutated tentacles. Because if you don't, oh, wow, that's what happens. You get your fucking head ripped off. So again, we're going to use our sprayer. And this stuff stays permanently dead, so that's good. I didn't even get to read that. We want to take the welding mask here. The welder will no longer be needing that. We're also going to take this glass bottle. You find nothing of interest. It's the strangled body of a welder. This one I ended up having to restart over as well, and I will show you why and how when we get there. But yeah, it was irritating. And then, after I started it over to get to the section where I needed to talk to someone and none of the dialogue appeared, and I realized the game was completely over and I had to start from scratch, yeah, I had a little sissy fit. Alright, so once you grab those items, come back out here. And we've gone up another level. And then we died because that spore that you saw up there exploded and I got too close. Suddenly the air is filled with noxious acidic fumes. Your lungs burn as you gasp for oxygen, and then everything goes black. And you foam at the mouth and drool all over yourself as well. Save lots, folks. Save lots. And spray those things before they spray you. As you approach, the pod starts to quiver as if sensing your attention. Okay. I don't know why that sprayer didn't work. There we go. Get the fuck out! Important to get experience here, because if your chemical sprayer does run out, you are going to need to use a screwdriver or a different weapon. And these guys are very difficult to beat without said chemical sprayer. The most important thing is to make sure you are destroying all these pods and hanging things. As you're passing here, you can notice that there's some burnt wood. You collect pieces of charcoal as you scrape the charred wood. You collect more pieces of charcoal. will let one of those kill me just so you can see. I should have done it right in the beginning because now I have more hit points, but no worries. They jack you up pretty quickly. Hey, it's the prisoners. This is the people that when you talk to, the dialogue was 100% blink. So this is tricky. You got a move there. Then you got a pod here. And you see you get a warning that your sprayer is nearly empty. That means you have one shot in it left. Oh shit, the minecart's coming! Boom! So if you activate that minecart and dodge out of the way too early in the game before you have what you need, guess what? It's game fucking over. So you want to... I missed something, so let me go back. Or no, I didn't miss it yet. And if you're not careful, you will get lost, which I more or less am now. Here's the pickaxe. You can also use that as a weapon. Once your sprayer runs out, you need to go to the generator to fill it up. The generator is up here in the north. You want to be quick about this, I think, because you get limited fill-ups. Remember, lots of saves. So what you do here is you open it, you'll see the fuel starts spilling out. I'm going to ignore the text because you got to be quick, and then you got to plug it back up with the screw that you used. Nice thing is now we are full. I believe we get one more fill up after that. Alright, now the most important thing down here is getting this mine fixed. The minecart fixed, rather. And I'll show you how to do that now. Now we got the flamethrower since we filled it up with gasoline. Sure, why not? And that pit prop is the most important item in this whole scenario. That's how we're going to stop that minecart. So the first time I screwed this up, I let that minecart slip by me and I dodged it. Not thinking of it, I was like, whoo, dodge the minecart. Well, it goes and it blocks the elevator. And you have to be able to get to that elevator later. If you can't, you're fucked. So again, I had to restart the whole scenario and figure out where to stop the minecart, which I kind of did on accident. But then I realized, hey, that's a good place to stop it. And even though it might make the level go longer, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. So you want to drop this right in between here. So that you have access to this passageway and the one beyond it. The bad thing about this is now we will be forced to go all the way around the minecart. You can't slip by it. You can't hop in it and hop out the other side. Boop. It gets stuck right there. Now we can look in it and grab this iron bar. It's a rail truck. It's far too heavy for you to move. Alright. But it's stuck in a good place. I think. I never did get to finish this completely. Because the dialogue wasn't there. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go all the way around now. Might as well grab some experience while we're here. We're gonna have to come back this way anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video, folks. I do thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying this Ronstocktober that's coming to a close. Today is the last day. It's Happy Halloween. Hope you guys are having a good one and getting lots of candy. See you soon.